Hello, I'll upload this as another video. Apologizing, the audio quality is not great, but I don't know. I'm making this one from bed again, so that's a little bit suboptimal. Only reason I'm recording it anyway is because I felt the need to come to bed, but not to sleep, which is a really weird combination now that I think about it. Well, I suppose the problem is that I wanted to come to bed 10 minutes ago, but I was in the middle of an activity, and, well, you don't just leave it. Although I suppose I could have, and probably should have. So now I feel bad about that, but I don't want to feel bad, because that's by definition bad, and thus I don't feel like laying there with my thoughts, and feel like distracting myself with something. But it's not the sleep that I'm scared of. It's the process of falling asleep, or rather, the activity of being in bed, because sleep is involuntary. You just lay there, and at some point you may sleep. But if not, you just keep relaxing, eyes closed, thinking about something, and whatever may happen, happens. So now that I've gotten that out, I'll just talk a little bit about what I'm gonna do for this channel. I'm thinking about this channel versus another channel that I tried to make, where I said more polished things, or at least more generally meaningful things, rather than personal things like me going to bed, which is a little bit not super useful to most people, probably, or at least less useful than pondering about universal life lessons, I would think. But then again, maybe I should just do whatever I can. Or maybe the problem is that I'm just not sleeping enough, and that's the reason that I can't get up to do the proper full-on meaningful channel, and can only make these videos in the point where I don't even feel like doing anything else, and the only reason I'm making this is to keep myself from doing something worse, like consuming content, mostly, is what that would entail. So, yeah, I don't really know what's gonna happen with these. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this. I certainly would not watch this. So, I suppose I'll just be recording it for no particular reason. Yeah, I don't know. I should think less about the recording and just sleep. If there's anything else that bothers me, I should just speak it now. What bothers me is people, and talking to them, and asking them things, and then receiving a response that indicates a certain desire, when in reality their desire is different. Like, so hard. I don't know if I'm not normal for this, but I just struggle to figure it out. Some movies, it's portraying that there are certain characters that will just know, almost magically, exactly what someone means, sometimes even without them saying it. Saying anything at all. Like, how do you even tell? Maybe it's just practice. Maybe I could just train the skill, and then I'll be able to better predict people. Maybe it depends on the person too. If you've been, for example, working with someone for a year or something, you'll know them better than someone that you just met. So, I don't know. I feel like I myself have a reduced ability in that area. Like, yeah, I don't know. If someone tells me, like, I don't want you to do this or something, or maybe like, like I'm asking something and then someone's, for example, like someone's like in the middle of something and I ask them to do something, then I will have no idea if they're like inclined to leave their thing and just don't want to sound like their work isn't important, but in reality they appreciate the break. Or, for example, the difference between that and someone trying to make it sound like their work is not as important and you're important, and they'll be willing to switch the task a little bit, while in reality they really care about the work and don't want to switch. Now, obviously, if you could figure out this reality, then that would be great, because you can kind of go with go with what the person is actually thinking and maybe even adjust your request. But I don't know. I cannot seem to figure it out ever. Used to think, and maybe this is why, I used to sort of just accept the fact that I wasn't great at it and just pretend to not understand it at all and just interpret things very literally and sort of joke about it a little bit and just be like, if someone says like, yeah, give me a minute, I'll do it, just completely ignore if they said something like, yeah, give me a minute, I'll do it, in like a really annoyed manner or something. And of course my examples are going to be very basic because I don't understand this stuff at all. But if they say something in a way that indicates that they don't want to do it, like I would just be like, okay, great, so and like expect you there in 2 minutes, and when they don't come because they're actually busy, I'm like what the heck, like that kind of stupid stuff. So now I stopped doing it. I do actually try and figure out what people mean, but maybe so long of not doing it has impeded my development. I don't know. That could be it. That would be interesting. I don't know that I have anything else to say, really. I wonder if I could just keep this running for like a minute of silence. I don't know. Most people, like just on YouTube in general, I feel, wouldn't want to be listening to silence, because if you wanted to be listening to silence, let's face it, you wouldn't be on YouTube. So, but I suppose if anyone's watching this at all, then they're probably already very not typical, because by typical standards, this video is extremely unattractive to engage with whatsoever. So I suppose if you're here, and I don't know if I can refer to you as you, if I don't expect there to be a you, but then again, if there isn't a you, then no one will ever hear this, and there won't be any observer to say that I'm wrong. And sort of like if a tree falls in the forest and no one hears it, did it really make sound, that kind of thing. So, whatever. So I'll just say, if you are watching this, then maybe you're unique enough, and maybe a little similar to me, that you can handle silence in the video. Just keep it running and sit with your thoughts, maybe process some of the things I said as I process as well. So, I don't know, we'll try it, whatever. And this is probably not like favorable by like YouTube algorithm or anything, but I'm not expecting anything from this channel. I just want to get my thoughts out, and I find that this is a nice way to do it. So, I'm just going to sit here now. Sleep is such a central concern in my life. I have literally been underslept for nearly all of it. That is insane if you think about it. One of the most fundamental pillars of health, just completely neglected just like that. what the heck kind of society do we live in where that's normal, expected, respected even sometimes? Like, what the heck? At a moment where teacher was talking to a student who was taking a lot of hard classes, and he had some sort of concern about his grade or something in this class, and the teacher was like, "Oh, poor student, you're taking so many hard classes. I'm gonna be a little lenient with you and help you out a little bit." And like, "Oh, poor soul, you're so tired." And then same teacher would also ask, "Oh, like, how many hours of sleep did you get last night?" "Oh, you got so little hours of sleep. Oh, damn, poor soul, you can rest in class right now a little bit." Like, I get it, but at the same time, like, yes, it's a systemic problem, but getting too little sleep, ultimately, that's on you. Like I read this book that I keep thinking back to in, what was it, 8th grade, I think. Yeah, pretty sure it was 8th grade. It was about, like, some sort of war or something where, it was around, like, Europe, Asia, Middle East, that kind of thing, I think. I'm not very good in my geography whatsoever, so whatever. Somewhere, like people getting sent to some sort of like labor camp or something, I think it's called. Yeah, basically it was like one of the worst conditions that you can be in while still like being a human. Yeah. Even there where they had to sit all night or something and weren't allowed to like close their eyes, I think. The people in the book, they just like learned to sleep with their eyes open or something. Like, I don't know, and it might be misremembering, might be an extreme example, but the idea is that, like, most of us are, the vast majority of us, and maybe even everyone, because the world has moved on, but probably not really, but, like, if you're taking a hard class at school, that is nothing. You can get your sleep, bro. Like, okay, maybe you'll get a little behind on homework, or something, but really, like, sleep is always worth it. If you undersleep, you're gonna lose more performance than you would have gained from the time and all that. Like, I don't know, I feel that undersleeping is honestly just the weakness of the person and not a sacrifice that should be respected. No, it's just a stupidity that should be condemned. And I might be oversimplifying, wrong, one-sided for saying this, but I just feel that it's true. And on this channel, I don't care about anything. I'm just gonna get my opinion out here that, yes, sleep is entirely within your responsibility to get right. It really should be the top priority a lot of the time. It is mine right now, and somehow I still manage to fail a little bit, which is what bothers me so much, because I wanted to sleep 10 minutes ago, or at this point it's more like half an hour ago, and I didn't. I'm sleeping now. Now, I suppose where this has brought me is that I should end this video, like, literally right now, and just sleep while I still can, because every minute I waste is another little bit less I get to sleep. But a mindset like that won't get you very far either, because micro-optimizing your time never works. You just want to be calm and do what you can do do what your body craves, with whatever you have. I do feel like sleeping now, though, so maybe I'll get more videos later. I don't even know. Maybe I'll get my proper mic in here, or maybe I'll get back to the more polished videos and not make these weird black screen ones anymore. Either way, I'm just gonna say bye and upload now. Bye.